Smoked and barbecued pork shanks on my Pit Boss Pellet Grill. You want to see how to make these? Stick around, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you how. So you know what I'm doing today? Smoked pork shanks on my Pit Boss Pellet Grill. Very simple. It's basically a rub. Get it on the pellet grill. Let it smoke for a few hours. I think this is going to take about 8 hours. This is the first time I've ever done this. But that's pretty much it. We're going to get it on. I'm going to have the pellet grill set for, probably going to set it for like 230. Let it slow smoke with a smoke tube. I'm going to add a little extra smoke to it. And then when it hits about 161 degrees, I'm going to cover these up, put them in a little foil tin here. I'll probably split these up amongst two tins because I want to spread them out. I don't want them too crowded. And then we're going to cover them and tent them and bring them up to about 206 degrees where they should be super tender. Maybe two of these I might slather some barbecue sauce on and let it cook just a little bit longer, or pull it a little bit sooner. I'm going to decide that later. And then two of them, I'm just going to leave them as smoked. And they're going to really kind of come out like pulled pork. So that's the plan. Now, I'm going to be using my Meat Church Honey Hog barbecue rub here. That's it. I'm not putting any binder on here. I'm just going in, hitting these naked, making them unnaked. Is that a word? And then we're just going to get them on there. So let's go. Let's get these all seasoned up. A liberal dusting of the old honey hog here, which is my favorite for pork. I guess I should change it up every once in a while, right? I don't know. I'm one of those guys that kind of sticks with what works. I don't get too adventurous because I like what I like. I'm always afraid that if I make something I don't like, I'm going to feel like I wasted my time, and worried about what other people think because, oh, wow, this guy, well, this stuff was, oh, man, what the heck? What's he trying to do? So that's why I kind of stick with what I know. All right. These are all seasoned up. I'm going to put them in the fridge. Let them sit in the fridge for at least an hour. Let them absorb some of that seasoning, pull out some of the moisture, and then we'll get them on the pellet grill. So don't go anywhere. Okay, we have the Pit Boss all fired up here, heating up nicely. So let's go ahead and get these on. So, got my little smoke tube going over here. I am using applewood pellets today because I like applewood with my pork, or the applewood smoke flavor. So we're just going to slide these on here. I'm setting these up on the right side of my grill, the warmer side. Also, what I'm also going to do is take one of these, and I have my temp probe set up here, and I'll probably take the one furthest away, but actually that's where most heat is, and temp that one. Get that thermometer nice down in there. There's a little line on the thermometer. You want to make sure that you at least get it in right to that line there. I'm going to let that smoke actually pull across the shanks as they cook. All right, my temp probe set up. Get this shut, and we'll come back. Hey, so we're 2 hours into our smoke here, and they're looking absolutely fantastic here. I'm going to give them a third spritz now of the apple juice, and our bark is setting up really nicely here. So they're sitting at 139 right now. So we're on track for pretty much the time frame that I was thinking about. So we're looking really good. Okay, so we're 5.5 hours in. We're at 161. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 for each pan, get these in the pan, get them covered up, and then back on there until we get it up to about 205, 206. So let me get these. They're looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, let me get these covered up, back on, and then we'll come back. Okay, so what I've done now, I have all 4 shanks panned up, covered up. This pan over here, I went ahead and put about a ½ inch of apple juice. This one, I left alone. I didn't put anything in it. I want to see how much liquid this actually produces on its own. Also, this one here, I'm going to go ahead and slather that a little bit later with some barbecue sauce just to see how that one comes out. This one I'm probably just going to leave alone and just basically almost do like pulled pork out of these. So there you have it. We're going to close this down. I'm actually going to bump the temperature up. I'm going to bump the temperature up to about 300 while I have these covered, and we'll bring it on home. Again, we're looking for about 205, 206. So I'm about 7 hours in, and it's time to go ahead and check this for some doneness here. And let's cross our fingers that we're almost there, or there. Wow, this is looking so good. This has got to be done because some of the meat on one of these bones is actually coming off. Now this pan here, this is the one that I actually added the apple juice to. And still got a good amount of apple juice in there. So what I'm going to do now is take my thermometer, give it a temp, and also give it a feel. If this just goes right in like a hot knife going through butter, well then we're there. Which it is. 206.6. And no resistance whatsoever. These are done. So for this pan, I'm going to go ahead and recover and just let it sit. Probably for at least 30 to 40 minutes. Now, let's check our other pan. This is the one that I did not add any liquids to. And there is a decent amount of liquid in here. So let me go ahead and give this a test with the thermometer. This is registering 202, and it had a little bit of resistance. Same with the second one. Now, what I'm going to do with this one, though, is I'm going to actually continue cooking a little bit longer. I still want that no resistance, and put the barbecue sauce on. So let me go ahead and get the barbecue sauce on it, get it back on the grill. So let's do some business. This episode shout out is dedicated to all you sailors, past and present, from the Carolinas, north or south, because y'all know how to make some pretty good barbecue down there as well. It's not all Texas, okay? So this episode is dedicated to all of you. Okay, so we are here at the end, or nearly the end of our little journey here today. And don't these look good? My gosh, they smell good. These two over here were the braised, where I didn't put any barbecue sauce on them. I did add that apple juice liquid to the pan when we put them in the pans and covered them. And then I'm just going to keep them like that. They'll end up being pretty much close to like pulled pork. These two over here are barbecued. I didn't add any apple juice to these when I put them in the pan to braise them. And then I finished them off for about 25 minutes with a little barbecue sauce. Brought them up to 206, stuck my probe in there, and it went in like a hot knife going through butter. So I'm feeling pretty good about these. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we need to try them. So let's go with these braised ones first, okay? And look at this. I'm just pulling that off the bone so easily. Look at that. Oh my God. Crazy. All right. Now, because this is smoked, this is not going to be like, well, it is. It's kind of just pulling apart here. So let me go ahead. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. It is so tender in there, juicy. All right, well, here's the smoked one. Wow, this just knock your socks off. My gosh, it's so tender and juicy. Melt in your mouth. I was hoping. What I'll probably do with this now is I'll pull this apart. I still have these juices in here. Probably put in those juices. Maybe put this on a roll. And I know the fam's going to like that one. All right. Let's, these barbecued ones. Let's see. You can see we got some little separation from the bone here. And look at that. It's falling apart. Pull the bone almost right off. A little, probably a tendon down there or something. But also, look at the nice smoke ring. I don't know if you can see the smoke ring on here. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so you saw the bone just come right out of that. Let me go ahead and take a piece of this barbecue. I'm just using my fingers. I'm going caveman on this, okay? Caveman. And that is juicy, juicy. Wow. Nice and smoky with a little hint of the barbecue sauce. I didn't put much on there. And it's just, look at that. It's a winner shank dinner. This was totally worth the wait. It took 8. I knew it was going to take about 8 hours. I cooked it slow, so I knew it was going to take 8 hours, and it was just about right on 8 hours. And it was a success. Both versions. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share. And right over there, bingo! Go ahead and hit the logo. It makes it so much easier to subscribe to the channel. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.